What's up, YouTube? Back here again with another video, and today, yes, we're going to take a look at this flight stack, which I have fully installed here on this iFlight iX3 frame. I know it's been a little while since I posted a video, been busy with life, but here we go. Let's take a quick look at this guy here. Now, also, this is my first video shot on the iPhone XS, so pretty cool there too. Anyway, so this is the new Hglrc 20x20 stack that's been out there. All right, it's in this red color. It's $62.99, and you can get it at racedayquads.com. Link in the description. Then we got that crap out of the way. Let's take a look at this guy. Now, there was a couple of things that intrigued me right away when you first look at the stats from this board. Okay, it's 20x20, right? Okay, it's got a 20 amp BLE S ESC on the bottom, 4-in-1 ESC down here. All right, but what caught my eye was it's got M3 holes. The whole thing is M3, and the biggest thing is, if you can see here, it uses an 8-pin header to connect to the ESC. So you can see that it goes down. It's underneath here. So there's the ESC out, and that goes up to the flight controller. This is an F4 flight controller. So you got all the new features and all the good stuff. Now, I did have Betaflight 3.5 on here, but for my micros, it's not doing so hot. So anyway, I'm running Betaflight 3.4. I got camera control because this has it in there. This has a TX and a RX output. This 16x16 VTX has smart audio. So this is a 20x20 little tiny build here, and it's got all the features that you need. So it's really simple. When you get this guy, you're going to get all the plastic hardware. Now, I used the rubber grommets down here on the bottom. I don't know if you can see them. So I got the rubber grommets down here. Alright, the M3. We got M3 bolts connecting it on the bottom. So that's super sturdy. Way more sturdy than M2. Way more sturdier than just plastic through the frame. I mean, that's going to hold up. You know, it goes from the metal screw into the metal bushing of the grommet, and then the grommet into the plastic. So I used the shortest connectors here, put that together. And before I even installed it, I put this whole stack together, plugged it in, and what this is going to do is it's going to carry your power up to this guy and all your motor signals, your voltage, and your voltage. Yeah, I don't think it does current. You can see right here, it's just simply the negative, positive, which is battery input, signal 1, 3, 2, 4. So there's your motor signals. Then you just connect that guy down to your 4-in-1, and you're good to go. The 4-in-1 is also labeled, so you know which side's up and which direction needs to go, but pretty much everything is going to be facing out back. It also comes with a capacitor. It was a bigger capacitor than that, but since I was using it on 3S, I decided to go with a smaller one. But the board does come with this capacitor, 1000 microfarad, 35 volt. So it does come with one, but this, you can see the size difference on these is way, way bigger. This is a 330/25, and for 3S, my micros, these have been fine for me. So you got the positive, negative main input, little cap, your 4-in-1, and then let's go up to the top. Now, all your connections are literally up here on the top and right around the edge, which I also like. I think it's super cool and super easy. You know, it's just a real easy way to get at everything. So we got your boot pin and your USB, and then if you look around the edge, so you got 3 volt, you got your LED, you got ground, you got your buzzer negative, your buzzer positive, a ground, RX6, TX6. Now this is where I have my camera control, so that goes out to the camera. So that gives you the ability to adjust your settings for the camera through your controller. You got another ground, 5 volt, RSSI. So if you have an RSSI output, you can do analog RSSI on this guy. If we come around to this side, we got TX3, which is where my smart audio is. RX3, there's your VTX, so that's your video to VTX. There's a ground, bat power, that's powering my camera. Another ground, your camera input, and then a 5 volt, and I have a little 5 volt VTX, so I'm running it there. You could swap those if you need to, but whatever. You got a VBAT, You could double that up if you want to, and you have a 5-volt. And here's, I mean, all your camera stuff is right in one spot. You got your TX for your smart audio, or you can use camera control, whatever, because they're both broken out. You know, all your good stuff there. Then go up here to this corner. We got 3-volt 3 and another ground. So if you need another 3.3 volt, you got one. And then over in this corner is where your receiver corner. Okay, so no matter what receiver you're running, you can use this corner. So you got PPM, S-Bus, ground, 5-volt, RX1, TX1. Now the only thing missing out of this corner is a 3-volt, but it is over here. So you might have to, if you're using Spectrum, you might have to run it over to there. But, you know, everything is super accessible. So my receiver's down below, ran it up to this corner. And then all you got to simply do is hook up your camera, which, again, video, ground, positive, RX-TX for the camera control, VTX power. I mean, it's super simple. I did a lot of flying with this guy. So far, so good. It flies great on this particular build. I got these new Rotor F420. Got some crud hanging off of here, or some piece of hair or something, who knows. 1404, 6500 kV motors. These things are awesome. Loving them. The Runcam Racer review coming soon. So if I'm not going to put flight video in this video, because really what does flight video show you as far as like how the board is or how it goes together? This one is super simple in my opinion. One of the easiest ones out there, and it's a little newer, so you're going to get all the good features. If you do want to see me flying this drone, take a look for the video. You know, subscribe, put the notifications on, and when I release the video for the Runcam Racer 3, because I do have some stuff about this a little more than just normal, at least for me, you can see me flying the setup, and we can mess around with the camera. I'll show you about that, because this is a cool little camera, but I think the factory settings on it aren't the best, but I've come up with a nice little set of settings for that to kind of bring it back to a very, very nice camera, especially for the price. You can't beat it. It's nice and basic, 1200 TV line, CMOS, can't beat it, or 1000 TV line, whatever it is. CMOS camera, super awesome, fully encased, which I love, but anyway. So there you go. That's the new Hglrc F4 with a 20 amp BL S ESC stack. It's got M3 holes all the way through, so keep that in mind. If you have a build that has a frame with M2 holes, you know, keep that in mind. You're going to have to maybe drill them out, or, you know, maybe get a different board. It also has the tab coming off the back here, so if you don't have space for that, you might have to turn it, rotate it, and fix it. But this is how this goes, and it fits very well on here. Mostly well. There's not a whole lot of space up top, so if you're using this guy, keep in mind you're going to be using M3, so you're going to have, you know, it's going to be a little bit bigger, but you can also squish it tighter because you don't have to worry about the pins. So there you go. That's that. That's pretty much it. Any questions, throw them in the description below. Like I said, I easily updated Betaflight on here. All good. Flies great. So far, so good. As always, thanks for watching. Stay tuned. Hit the notification bell. Subscribe. Like. Comment. I'll answer you in the comments. All the good stuff. Stay tuned for more. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.